Alright, for question 6a and b, we are supposed to find out the coordinates of center, alright, and the radius, alright, of each circle equation given. Okay, so we can recall the circle equation as x minus a square plus y minus b bracket square equals to radius square. Okay, so we have to manipulate equations given under this question into this form, okay, so that we can easily tell what's the center and the radius of the circle. Alright, so let's look at 6a. Okay, so if you want to express into this general form of circle equation, on the right hand side there's only one numerical value, so we try to keep one numerical value. So for 6a, we can keep 8 on the right hand side, and we shift 2x to the left hand side. Okay, and now how do we manipulate this such that it will be in a bracket square? Okay, x minus a number and a bracket in the bracket square. So for this, we have to make use of the technique called completing the square. Alright, completing the square. So we complete the square for the first two terms. Okay, first two terms, which belongs to x. So we do complete the square for this. So remember, complete the square. Alright, x, we fill in the bracket first, okay, and we write in the square, and then we subtract a numerical value, okay, and plus y square. Y remains the same, okay, as y square equals to 8, because there's no other terms with y here. So how do we complete the square? What do we fill in for all this blank? Okay, a recap. So we take the coefficient, divide by 2. So minus 2 divided by 2, this will be minus 1. Okay, and minus 1 square. So simplifying, okay, and then remember the generic form, we have a numerical value, so we have to shift all the numerical values to the right hand side. So it becomes x minus 1 whole thing square plus y square equals to 9. So now we can tell what is the center and the radius of this circle. Okay, so the center, coordinates of the center, it will be 1, 0, 1 coming from minus 1, and then the radius, alright, it will be square root of 9, which is 3 units. Okay, so this is for part A. Okay, part B, we can do the same thing. If you look at the equation, alright, we have a 4 on the left hand side, so we can shift it over to the right hand side. And then for all these terms here, mixture of x square, x and y, we can regroup it, x with x and y with y. So x square minus x plus y square minus 5y equals to negative 4. Okay, we shift the numerical terms all to the right hand side. So now we can change it into bracketed form. Alright, so these two terms and these two terms with x and with y. So we do complete the square separately. Okay, we do complete the square for these. We can write in the bracket. So x minus, maybe no need the minus first. Alright, x, okay, a large bracket square minus small bracket square plus y in a large bracket square minus a small bracket square equals to negative 4. Okay, so now we look at what numbers we should fill in all these brackets. So this first bracket with the x, right, we take coefficient here, negative 1. So negative 1 divided by 2 is half. Okay, so minus half. And then for the brackets with y, we take negative 5 divided by 2. Negative 5 divided by 2. Okay, so we can simplify. One quarter okay, minus 25 over 4. Alright, so now we see that we already have these terms here, okay, that we can that is relevant to the general equation for circle. So we keep these two brackets. Alright? You no need to go and expand out. If you expand out, you will get back the question again and you can't solve it. So we have already arrived at this step. So the next step is we just got to shift all these negatives to the right side of the equation. Okay, so let's do it now. Alright, so x minus half square plus y minus 5 over 2 bracket square equal, so you can do it on your calculator, negative 4 plus 1/4 plus 25 over 4, okay, to get 5 over 2. So for center of the circle, alright, we have the values in the bracket with x and y, so we will get half comma 5 over 2, and then for radius, okay, it will be square root 5 over 2. Okay, square root of 5. This is my r square. Okay, we compare to the general formula. So this is my r square. If you want to express it in terms of surds, rationalize top and bottom. So you will get root 10 over 2. Okay, root 10 over 2 units. Alright, you can also express this as your 3 significant figure. So on calculator, 3 significant figure, it will be 1.58. Okay, this is to 3SF. Alright, so as much as possible, we give in exact form surds, and we need to rationalize, because denominator, any answers with surds, alright, we cannot leave it in surd form. We have to rationalize it. The denominator, we have to rationalize it.